6 starts with breaking news.
Breaking news we are following this morning. A person is recovering in the hospital after this late night crash. This happened on the Dodge exit ramp from the I-680 area at around 10 o'clock last night. You can see what's believed to be the car that was involved getting pulled out of the ditch. Now, right now, the specifics of the injuries suffered are unclear. No word on the cause at this point either. Stay with First Alert 6 as we're working to learn more information throughout the morning. In the meantime, it is great to have you with us on this Tuesday morning on our First Alert 6 streaming. I'm Erin Hartley.
And I'm Cerise Cole, and then there were three.
I know. Just
Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord is also here with a first alert about the sunshine. It sounds like we better enjoy it today. Soak it up.
Yeah, because overnight tonight, clouds and fog build in, and they are going to be very tough to shake the next couple of days. So today's the most sun we're going to have for a little while. Embrace it. You got a beautiful view of Turner Park there in the middle of Midtown Crossing, and weather headlines got that December warmth here at keeping on, keeping on. So gray Christmas and Christmas Eve the way it looks. Widespread fog looking likely. Trending much colder and a little on the windy side heading into Sunday as well. So we're going to talk about what that looks like here in greater detail. We're at 35 degrees, a little bit of a north breeze this morning with a feels like temperature of 28. Temperatures 30s and 40s right now. Average high today, 35. So we're there or better in most spots. It's a great start to the day. Go outside the metro, it's a little bit colder in some locations. 30 Clarinda, 30 in Tacoma, 34 in Lincoln. Feels like temperatures, they're 20s and 30s, so it doesn't vary too much from the actual air temperature. Still plenty worthy of a coat, but you can see just high clouds passing over. You got some rain in Northern California. That's been causing some flooding issues, and then the storm systems go up through Canada and dive back down across the East Coast. So we have some snow to watch for. Any connections you got through New York City, Philadelphia, keep that in mind. You got some of that to contend with. Syracuse to Buffalo dealing with some snow as well. Lake effect accentuating that a little bit. High clouds moving through our area. That's going to be the case through today. Just some high clouds. Filtered sunshine, kind of hazy sky at times. Up near 50 by noon. 50s most of the afternoon. 55 degrees or so for the afternoon high. Looks really, really good. Getting a little cooler than yesterday, but still great for this time of year. We'll settle back into the 40s, and then 40s will eventually become 30s heading towards tomorrow morning. And there comes the fog moving in. So it's fog and some low clouds. So this is 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, Christmas Eve morning. Flip it over. You can see it's not all fog, but there will be some dense fog underneath that blanket of clouds, and that's what we'll watch. We'll have some of that. Won't get rid of it entirely on Wednesday. And then it moves and fills back up Wednesday night, Christmas Eve night, into Christmas morning. And there you go, Christmas morning, widespread gray, fog around, starting off the day with a lot of gray on Christmas morning, and then it'll just try to thin it out over the course of the day. I think sunshine is at a premium, though. By Thursday afternoon, Christmas afternoon, the fog may be gone, but the blanket of low clouds probably still there. Now, we're not talking anything atrociously cold. 55 today, 48 Wednesday, 48 on Thursday. So it just keeps us a little less warm is the best way to put it. No big cold air mass coming with any of this. It's just the sun can't do its job warming up. Really low sun angle this time of year, so it doesn't really do much.
Okay. As we're getting closer to 2026, we're talking about this looming cold blast that's going to be coming soon.
I tell you what, there's a couple that show up. Nothing that looks horrible, but there's a lot of cold air in Canada. I was just checking. Some of the numbers up here on the edge of the Alaska-Canada border are in that 50 to 55 below zero range right now. So we never truly unlock all of that, but there's a lot up there, and it's something we got to watch towards the end of the week. Might get a little piece of it, not anything that cold. You can see by Saturday this weekend, here it comes, kind of a glancing blow. It'll be far worse, Minneapolis, Duluth, Milwaukee, Chicago, Detroit. So that's one. Then things warm up a little bit Tuesday and Wednesday, right up towards New Year's. And this tries to bring a blast in for New Year's Day. Probably a little early, might be something more the day after, but a couple pieces of it. Not a huge chunk of it, which is great news. Because there's a lot up there. I'm not saying it won't break free at some point. Oop, I got to get to the 10-day forecast. Sorry about that. Got to put some numbers to it. 55 Friday, 55 Saturday. There's the first little cold blast down to 30. Not awful, but it'll be windy. And then probably something around the first or second of the year heading into 2026. But again, no big cold blasts. And we're not even close to being done with winter just yet. But so far, the worst of it was pretty early in December. We've been pretty lucky ever since.
We really have been. We're in a nice stretch right now. All right, how's traffic looking?
Quiet.
Quiet.
Okay.
Very quiet.
That's fine with us.
It's great. I was going to say, I was trying to think of another word for it, but
Yeah.
I tell you what, there's just a little bit of volume out there. Haven't had a single crash this morning. There was a one overnight that we showed you a video of off the top here. But overall, a lot of green on the map. Maple looks good. Blondo looks good. Dodge. Center, you probably know the typical construction spots right now. 680 looking pretty good too. I-80 not bad. You got the bridge around 72nd and L, still causing some problems there with slow, but you can get through. I-880, 80, 29. Honestly, I think with the weather traffic combo, you can probably get anywhere you need to go within a day's drive pretty easy. You're just going to have a lot of people on the roads once you get
that's true.
outside in this city. It's probably not the normal work traffic. It'll be the interstates.
All right, well, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rusty, thank you. To your news now, 2 more people have been booked for murder after a shooting in the Benson area earlier this month. 18-year-old Barry Burris is booked on several charges, including murder and illegally possessing a gun. Officers also booked a 14-year-old at the County Youth Center for murder. The shooting happened earlier this month near 61st and Bedford. Officers found 3 people shot, including 18-year-old Darren Greer. According to a criminal complaint, Greer was shot and killed during an alleged robbery. The day after that shooting took place, officers arrested 19-year-old Kashmir Burse for murder as well. In another update, Lincoln police say the body found on a Nebraska farm last week belongs to a mother who disappeared nearly 18 months ago.
Investigators say they are treating this as a homicide. Police say 30-year-old Jerica Hamry's body was found in a farm outbuilding near Oxford, that's southwest of Kearney. Investigators are still working to find out exactly how she died and how she got to that building.
Jerica had been at this location for a long period of time, and we are working with forensic experts to determine and narrow down a time frame. Our hearts break for Jerica's family and friends who for the last 18 months have been searching for answers.
Police say a person of interest is in custody on unrelated charges.
An update to another story we have been following. Police have released a cause of death for a man found in a dumpster over the weekend. The body of 47-year-old Cord Trout was found near 135th and Discovery Drive. That's just west of the Millard Airport. It was found on Saturday. The Douglas County coroner determined Trout died of cold exposure. Still ahead this morning, the Kansas City Chiefs on the move.
Now find out more, plus another check on the forecast when we come back. All right, welcome back on this Tuesday morning. The time now 7:13 now. Taking a live look outside, overlooking the Midtown Crossing and the downtown areas. The sun is starting to come up. Really some mild days ahead for us as we get into Christmas holiday. Just really some fog is really the main effect.
Yeah, the sun, enjoy it today. I don't think we're going to get a lot of it Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and that's a big reason why we're not going to break a record on Christmas on Christmas Day, I should say. So let's talk about where we're going with that, because 48 for the high on Christmas Day, fog, all day clouds. So even if the fog thins out, we're still going to have a pretty good blanket of gray over top, I think, and likely to fall short of the record high. 57 is the one. It's actually the one that's most within reach here at any point in the second half of December, but not going to do it this year because of that fog. Maybe we get lucky and it breaks a little earlier than expected, but I still think we fall short. So 48 Christmas Eve, 48 Christmas Day. I think the worst of the fog will probably be Christmas Eve night into Christmas morning. I'm not going to sing the song, Then What and Foggy, Christmas Eve, but you can see what we're going to deal with here. Might need Rudolph. Start off the day on Christmas. There's the fog around. You can see thinning out a little bit as we make our way into the afternoon, but even if the fog goes away, I still think we're going to have a pretty good blanket of gray on the map with clouds. So we're talking fog way at the ground, and then just above that, probably a blanket of some low-level clouds that will be tough to get rid of because the sun angle is so low. So that's what we're working on for Christmas. Today, 35, a little bit of a north breeze. Current temperatures outside that 35 are close to 40. In many spots, so 35, 40 degrees, pretty good. So a wide range because the air's pretty calm, got a little bit of a north breeze dropping that wind chill down into the 20s at spots, but 30s to start, mid 50s by the afternoon. About 55 degrees for that afternoon high today. A little cooler than yesterday, but still great by December standards. So I mentioned the fog on Christmas Day. We'll start off with some of it tonight into Christmas Eve morning as well, but I think we can break that a little easier than what builds Christmas Eve night into Christmas. 55 Friday and 55 on Saturday. A little bit of a wind starting to kick up there on Saturday. Might notice some afternoon gusts out of the northwest on Saturday. They're a little more noteworthy by then.
All right, a lot of people have New Year's Eve plans, New Year's Day plans. What's that forecast looking like?
Yeah, just kind of 2 really short work weeks if you're working at all. Just a lot of family stuff, and you don't want any weather getting in the way. So you got windy conditions on Sunday. There's a cold blast right there. We try to moderate towards New Year's. I think right now we're looking okay. Beyond that, another small cold blast. We're talking short-lived cold blasts. So when you look at it as a whole over an entire week into the early part of January, I don't foresee any big, long-lived rounds of Arctic air. They'll just kind of be glancing blows that scoot through the Great Lakes and out. So we'll catch the south edge of some of these. It is something to watch. It might start to increase the frequency of precipitation a little bit. Maybe we can get a little moisture here because it's been pretty dry.
We have been
7/10 of an inch of snow for the month of December. So kind of playing out like I expected, minus that really cold start to December. I still think the cold and the snow holds off. The bulk of the snow, if we looked at my winter outlook, I still think it's going to be on February. That's going to be our snowiest month.
That's our month.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. We're getting ready for that. Rusty, thank you. Happening today, Omaha City Council members vote on a plan to ask you what you want for the city's future. It's part of a major update to Omaha's comprehensive plan, which spells out the city's 20-year roadmap for growth. The city wants to hear from thousands of randomly selected Omaha households. The survey would ask about topics ranging from housing to transportation to economic development. City leaders call this survey the gold standard for reliable feedback.
We hear the types of places that they love, the types of places that make it enjoyable to be in a place, and what they're satisfied, what's most important to them. And so then we can shape our future policies and programs around that in addition to just data analysis.
Now, if approved, the survey will cost about $69,000. The plan is required by state law as well as Omaha's city charter. The survey launches in January. We'll know the results by late May. If you don't receive a survey in the mail but you want to take it, you can go to the city's website.
With Christmas and New Year coming up, Omaha trash collection will look a little bit different over the next 2 weeks. Now, if your trash day was Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, collections are normal, but the city will not collect trash on Christmas Day, meaning Thursday collections are moved to Friday. Friday collections are then going to be Saturday. Same thing next week with no collections on New Year's Day. After months of speculation, the Kansas City Chiefs are now planning to move from Missouri to Kansas.
Yeah, the announcement comes nearly 2 years after Jackson County, Missouri voters rejected a plan to extend a sales tax. A portion of proceeds would have been used to renovate Arrowhead Stadium. While our Kansas City sister station spoke with fans who had mixed reaction to the news.
I think it'll be different, but I'm not saying it can't be. It could be better. Who knows? It's going to take a while to build.
Arrowhead's been there since the beginning, and it would be, kind of sad on.
It will bring so much inputs in terms of business-wise in the Kansas area. So for me, it's a green light.
Well, the new stadium in Kansas will be a dome, and it is projected to be ready for the 2031 season. I knew this morning, as for the Royals, we're still waiting to learn where they will play.
Kansas Senate President Ty Masterson says he believes it will be in the Sunflower State. The team's been tied to Overland Park. However, there's been some pushback from people, from politicians and businesses in this area. They've also heard the team has been eyeing 2 spots on the Missouri side, one in North Kansas City, the other at Washington Square Park in downtown KC.
I think downtown would be nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, coming up, the Oracle of Omaha days away from calling it a career.
We're taking a look back on the lighter side of Warren Buffett, plus a heartwarming holiday adoption event when we come back.
Well, in just a couple of days, the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, will step down as CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. It's a role he's held for 6 decades.
Yeah, Greg Abel will take over operations on January 1st. But before then, here's a look back at one of the more lighter moments we captured of Buffett over the years. Well, his daughter convinced him to auction his 20-year-old wallet to charity. The wallet didn't have any money in it, but it did have a stock tip and a surprise.
A couple of years ago, the local Hooters, which I've never been to, asked me if they could use my name on some calendar on a birth date or something like that, and I said fine. And so they sent me a card that lets me eat for half price at Hooters. I don't know where Hooters is, but and it's expired now, so I'll leave that card in here.
But they got it. They probably value it, right? The wallet sold for $210,000, so that part was great. The money from the auction went to Girls Inc. in Omaha. That's a nonprofit Buffett has supported many times over the years.
Two things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hooters sends him a card. Only half off.
Only half off.
And it expires.
Thank you, Mr. Buffett.
You send Warren Buffett a card and it expires. Like, doesn't McDonald's have like a gold card or something?
Right.
You can go there anytime you want.
They probably figured, well, he didn't really need it. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your other thing?
Those
are your two.
Half
Okay.
off and it expires.
Gotcha.
That's ridiculous. Come on.
I love the sense of humor, though. All right, new this morning, just in time for the holidays, 19 Florida children have new forever homes.
They were adopted during the annual Home for the Holidays event sponsored an organization in Jacksonville. The courtroom was just filled with love, tears, and gratitude. The kids being adopted range from less than a year old all the way up to 15. 4 of them are teens.
Really just a great opportunity for us to celebrate family and kids getting to go home before Christmas.
Well, this holiday season will be one these kids will certainly never forget. If you're interested in learning much more about adoption or foster care, you can contact your local family support services agency. See all the color coordination too, the reds and the greens, all the families
I love how
wearing.
he's dressed up, though. It's a big day for them.
Oh, my gosh.
Hugs and kisses.
I'd be tearing up in that courtroom if that
That
was
is,
me.
life-changing stuff for sure. For all those kids and the foster parents, that different kind of person there, the sacrifice
Really
that they
is.
put out is incredible.
Yeah.
Talk about the best Christmas present. You've been in the system for who knows how long, and you get a forever home.
Yep.
That's awesome. I think we'll end on that.
That's a great note to end on.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to get ready for our update in the Today Show. You can watch it here on streaming or, of course, over the air.
Have a great start to your Tuesday.
Live from WOWT, First Alert 6 starts now.
Good Tuesday morning to you. It is 7:26. I'm Cerise Cole.
And I'm Erin Hartley. Let's get update on the roads this morning with Jarrett Lansford.
It's been a mostly smooth start to our Tuesday, with travel not really being impacted too greatly with schools being out. But we have had some slowdowns as you're making your way eastbound Dodge Expressway. A lot of brake lights showing up as you're approaching 680. It's just some traffic that is occasionally getting slowed on the expressway. You can see it's gotten a little bit better here in the last couple of minutes or so. But watch for that being a spot where things slow down. A slow on Center as you're getting near 132nd heading westbound as well. It's mostly been pretty incident-free, though, as you're making your way out and about. Watch for the interstates to maybe have a little more traffic than usual as people start to make their holiday travel, but pretty good start to our morning travel. Rusty.
Yeah, everything looking really good out there right now as far as the weather's concerned. Just some high clouds passing by, but we should get a fair amount of sunshine through these. We're at 35 right now. Little bit of a north breeze, but not bad. Does put the wind chill at 28. So with widespread 30s and 40s, considering our average high this time of year is 35, we are starting off phenomenally. Not going to warm quite as much as yesterday. High clouds moving through, but it's mostly the north breeze, slightly cooler air mass trying to move in. You can see the gusts up near 15 miles per hour out of the north-northeast. Not a huge problem, but something that will have a subtle impact to the day. 42 by 10, 55 for the high today. By comparison, we made it to 59 yesterday. Some fog possible Wednesday morning, again on Christmas morning as well. That's going to keep both those days gray and a little cooler. Aaron?
Well, breaking news we are following this morning. A person is recovering in the hospital after a late night crash. This happened on the Dodge exit ramp from I-680 at around 10 o'clock last night. This is a view from the NDOT camera in this area. You can see what's believed to be that car as it gets pulled out of a ditch. Now, right now, the specifics of those injuries sustained are unclear. No word on the cause at this moment either. Stay with First Alert 6 as we work to learn more.
It is 7:28. We're back with another update for you in about 25 minutes. We'll see you then.